Hi, hello, I'm Sugar, and this is the Fate Scribe Roh-Kalo fight from the 9.1 PTR Sanctum of Domination raid testing. This is a 3-phase encounter. To start, the tanks must run out Heroic Destiny before it explodes on the raid. Giant beams will spawn around this time from Fated Conjunction. These beams shoot across the encounter space and can one-shot some players. If hit by one, you take 50% increased damage from it for 1 minute, so if you survive, make sure you don't make the same mistake twice. Random players will be targeted with Call of Eternity, putting a 20-yard radius circle on them that explodes after a few seconds and leaves behind an orb that appears to spawn adds when the phase switches. Phase 2 happens at 85%, 60%, and 35%. The raid has to realign the blue runes that are lit up on the Loom of Fates. To do this, players must rotate the rings in the correct direction by standing on them. No more than 1 to 2 people should be assigned to a ring. There are 6 in total. All rings must be aligned within 30 seconds or raid-wide damage occurs, wiping the group. While players are realigning the runes, orbs called Fate Fragments are spawning throughout the encounter area. If these are touched, they stun for 4 seconds. On top of these mechanics, Fate Spawn Anomaly adds are spawning as well. These have a single target cast called Animalist Blast that needs to be interrupted as much as possible. Back in Phase 1, things get a little spicier for the tanks. Now, when they jump away, a shade will spawn that needs to be DPS down before it reaches the boss. All forms of CC seem to work on this ad to slow it. Later in the fight, we were able to root one and ignore it, but I doubt that will work on live servers without getting overwhelmed by ads. I've sped up the footage here for the rinse and repeat of the phases that occur when the boss reaches 60 and 35%. It seemed each time this was a bit harder, but I'm not sure if that was because there were more ad spawning or because we were out of cooldowns. At 30%, Phase 3 starts. The raid will now deal with a combination of mechanics from Phase 1 and 2 while the boss stays active. Players will need to realign the active Ring of Fates while dealing with all other mechanics, or the raid will wipe. Overall, I think this is a really fun encounter, and I'm looking forward to doing it on live. I hope you enjoyed this PTR preview of the Fate Scribe Roh-Kalo encounter in the new Sanctum of Domination raid. Please leave me any questions in the comments below. Okay, bye!